Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the wonderful Pacific Northwest in that humble little town of Belfair, Washington, or Hickville, USA, as I love to call where I live. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is my March 2026 Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 16, everybody. So this kit is called Fluttering Garden. You could have made a total of 20. Oh, excuse me. That's me. I can make a total of 20 cards. Hands down. We're going to make more than 20 cards this time. You could have made a total of 9 cards with this kit if you make them as they were designed. A total of 3 of this design, and this design, equaling 9 cards. And you would have had 9 wonderful envelopes. You could cut up and do as I do and make your own designs with them. This QR code on the back would lead you to a video that will show you how to put this kit together as it is designed. There is a visual of everything that comes in the kit. Down here it lists those coordinating colors. Now, videos 1 through 5, I always share with you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of mosey along. This one down here would have led you to the beautiful bloom dies. They will coordinate with January, February, and March of 2026. Guys, please feel free to use your add-on dies for anything and everything your heart's desires, because I certainly do. I use them all year round, year after year. So the wonderful scene dies are the next set of add-on dies for April, May, and June of 2026. And our stamps, we had 2 this month. We had 2 hummingbirds, this little floral one, birthday wishes, this little speckly one, wishing you a happy anniversary, hello. This leaf, this meadow, this blossom, and this floral swag, and this little itty bitty background stamp. I do need the petal pink, which we're going to be using today. So we're going to do a bit of a very easy fun fold. So our card base is not 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. It is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then scored at 2 1/8. That's how I scored. You could score it at 2 1/8 and then at 4 1/4. So let me show you what that looks like. So we have 5.5 by 8.5. I scored at 4 1/4, 2 and 3. And then I scoot it back to 2 1/8 and I score it again. Now, I will tell you that this is not thick white cardstock, and that is because my thick white cardstock is not the same as this white. The Stampin' Up! Has something called White Willow. That is apparently what this color is. So I had to use a different white card base because I wanted it to be white like that. Maybe I need to invest in some White Willow cardstock. Yeah, frustrated with that, but hey, it is what it is. So this is my card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. And then we have 2 pieces of 6 by 6 card DSP, sorry, and this is from the lovely Carol again, and we're using this reverse side. So layer number 1 is 1 7/8 by 5.5, and then I have 4 1/4 by 5. Oops, 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to start with the larger piece, and this is going to go on this large section here. Oh, I wanted to stamp. Oh well, I guess I'll be doing some masking. We'll see. I wanted to do some stepping. We'll have to see. Maybe I just stamp on this little piece here. So there's that one. I think we'll just stamp on the little one. We'll just do some simple stamping. And this is that 1 7/8. And yes, I cut it wrong the first time. I cut it at 1 3/4 and it was not right. So not right. And I have a string there. Hold on. That needs to come off because that's bugging me. So that is our basic fold. It's going to go like this, and we're going to have this nice big rectangle in the center we're going to be using that I'm grateful for you. Now we're going to do a bit of a test here. See right here on this piece here, I want to test and see what this looks like before I go any further. Because I might need to stamp it off. So I'm going to stamp that on there. And then I'm going to stamp it off and take a peek. Okay. Third time, let's think about using some basic gray. So let's change this up because I don't like either one of those. And I really thought I would. You know, I only make really one of each card unless I'm doing twosies or something. Here, let's try this and see if I like this on there. This is basic gray. It's what the kit came with, but this is another basic gray. It needs to get re-inked, which works in my favor. That is pretty. That's what we're going to go for. And now I wish I had. Yes. Okay. This piece is going to go in here. So I can stamp in the center. I can stamp right here. Right there. Oh, that is really, really pretty. I don't have any more of this DSP, so this is it. Then I'm going to take this one and stamp it right here. And then this piece will go here. So you're just going to see a little bit of it here and there. This is going to come out. Right? And I have two of these. Now, I brought in these because this is all I have for deckled rectangles, but it doesn't matter. You can have any rectangles. So I have two rectangles that are 2 7/8 by 4 1/4. So I have two of those, and then I have one that is 2 3/8 by 3 1/2. This one here, see how pretty that is going to be. So I'm wondering, I should have brought that out a little further. You know what? I can fix it. How are you going to fix it? I'm going to mask it off and I'm going to stamp all the way to the edge. So I'm just going to mask that there. Bring this right here, needs to be, because I really, really like it. All right. I don't need to ink the whole thing up. I just want to bring some more of that to the edge. Not worried about up there. I just want this because when it folds over, you're going to see this. This is what I'm after. I want you to see that there's a design there. And we're going to stamp in this corner now. And if I was smart, I would have done this before. But sometimes you don't know until you get it on there. And it's no big deal. It's not going to kill me to do it the hard way. But that way you guys can see me make my mistakes and you guys won't make any, right? So I am going to come this way and just stamp some here. beautiful. Yes. And I'm trying to decide. So we have all of it going through it. Now I can continue. I'm going to go ahead and stamp across here as well. This time the smart way, without it being on anything else. So I'm going to stamp it this way. Then I'm going to turn it and stamp this way. We're not stamping on the white. See how pretty that is? This is going to go right in the center. And now I'm going to stamp here and here. So I'm going to stamp there. Hopefully I'm going to get it right where I want it. Right about here. Excellent. So for our center, I'm so grateful for you. We need a thank you, which the set didn't come with a thank you. So we're going to go to Fabulous Sayings because it's got the thank and the you there. I had just put this away. I mean, literally just put this thank you right in the center. This is for the one on the inside. Now let's do our envelope. Not going to do any sentiment on the envelope, just this little floral. Then we'll get this card together. Let me close up the petal pink, which did not work out, but sometimes that's how it goes. All right. We are ready to put this card together. So first things first is I want to get my thank you piece on the inside because then I can line this one up with this one. Oh, it's not going to move. Okay, so much for that one. Now this one, we're going to try to line them up perfectly. So I know I just want glue on this side. And all these little deckled pieces, I'm going to get those lined up. Unless I've got it upside down, it should be perfect. Come on. It's right up to the edge, right where I want it. Next is this piece. Really not a hard little card to make, but that definitely needs to scooch over some. And then we're going to put this piece in the center on dimensionals, and so are our hummingbirds. So let's get those. One in the center, and then I'm going to grab these edge pieces and use those. Get them used up. It's closest I could get to the white. Okay, so we have a hummingbird right here, and then a hummingbird down here. Oh, so pretty peacock, right? We're gonna use minis. I'm only gonna have room for one here. And this one, I'm gonna have one here and one up there. So adorable. Now I do want to get, you can use the gems from this kit, but I think I have a better choice, and I put all of my bling in this drawer I got. I think, I was thinking, oh, here's some. These are petal pink. Those are definitely petal pink. Those are the ones. Okay. We are going to use these. And trying to think about where to put them. We have a large one. Okay, I do see like 1, 2, and 3. That's where, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, I do like that one here. I would like to use these large ones. 2. This is the problem, is where to put that third one. Oh, right there. Perfect. And I know I have to line it on the dots. If there's a dot or a flower somewhere, I want to put it in there. It's just, and everything is already done. So I think that came out beautiful. Very, very, very much so in the subtle collection with that little pop of those hummingbirds. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I do hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.